basketball game is next. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you for listening to North Platte Sports Radio.
You are listening to North Platte Sports Radio.
The North Platte basketball game is next. Don't go anywhere.
This is North Platte Sports Radio.
The North Platte basketball game is next. Don't go anywhere.
North Platte has two previous matchups with Skyline that we know of. They knocked us out of the quarterfinals last year. They knocked us out in a great game in 2014. Both of us played down at Independence Center in a quarterfinal game as well that went down to the wire. So two historic programs from different areas of the state. It'll be fun to see how it goes today. Skyline will have the great execution. They had the big game earlier this year. They beat Tipton, so we're going to find out if we're at that level. I think our girls can play at that level. They'll just have to take weather the first few storms that Skyline brings, that they always bring, especially in this gym, and then see what can happen in the second half.
Go ahead, Steve. I was going to say, one of the things that impressed me really about the sectional game was that they were down really until or pretty close in the third quarter. They pulled a little bit closer, but they kept the game within reach. They kept battling, and then they were able to pull it out in the end. And if they are able to replicate that intensity, and of course now they're going up against the like you guys have talked about, kind of the best of the best. They are the number 1 ranked Class 2 girls basketball team this year. Of course, the Panthers are the fifth ranked team in Class 2. But if they can put together some things, that's really, if you're able to take care of your business, you at least have a shot to win. Not to say that you will, but if you're able to cut down on turnovers, beat the press that you know you're going to see, and then hit some, key shots, that's going to be at least a recipe to have you in it. If not, maybe a chance to sneak out of here with one.
Well, I think you're hitting on some key points. It's going to be big for North Platte to not give up any easy baskets. You want to get this into a basketball game in transition. Make sure you rotate back. Make them have to score. Make them have to take tough shots. Don't give them easy shots on second chances. When you get a chance to finish some of your own around the basket, you need to take advantage of that. And we talked about withstanding the storm early on. That's something the North Platte girls did do last year and got into a ball game and gave themselves a chance. And these girls have been in many situations where they've had to do that. This is going to be a rowdy atmosphere. It's
in college. Not necessarily all basketball, but different. Not necessarily all basketball, but different sports as well as ourselves. We've got great athletes too, and if we can handle the ball, look at three things. We can control them on the rebounds, and then we can contain them off the dribble and keep them from getting to the basket. We'll certainly have a chance tonight.
About 3 minutes and 40 seconds from tip-off here, and we'll have national anthem and starting lineups. Just kind of give you a preview for North Platte. You'll see starting point guard for North Platte will be number 5, Brianna DeBoard. She's averaging about 13 points on the year. She'll have averages about 7th side and hits at about 30% for them. The shooting guard will be Allie Smith. All conference this week, same as Brianna DeBoard, and then Lenny Ramsey, returning all-state player, also voted all conference this week. Big player today will be Cameron Kirsten, keeping their size off the Platte, and then named honorable mention all conference. And then starting freshman Addison Scala will be the 5th starter for North Platte. Be a big player in this game. We'll need her to handle the ball, be able to knock down some shots, and then you'll also see coming off the bench, you'll see Kylie Griswold, Marissa Wortham, and Kate Wolf as well. Likely starting 5 for Skyline will be Jalen Barb, number 10, number 2, Autumn Baldwin, and then we talked about a little bit of a preview, number 11, Kinsey Cheek, number 22, Ashlyn Garrett, and 0, Sadie Red. And then you'll probably see a lot of time off the bench from number 3, Shelby Red, as we kind of count down here to 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Anything to kind of add to set the table?
Yeah, like we talked about, people probably joining in now. The first couple of minutes are going to be big. If North Platte girls will be able to handle the ball against the press, it'll be the first time seeing probably a press of this intensity this year, at least since the Benton game. So that'll be a big key if we handle the ball right off the bat, which we're certainly capable of, and they keep their cool and not overreact if we have a bad pass or two and just play their game. Then we're going to be right in the ball game for a long time, and then we're going to find out who can win in the fourth quarter.
And what you're going to see as well from the North Platte Panthers today is you're going to see a huge changing in defense. You can't stick with one defense, most likely against the Skyline Lady Tigers for long. You're going to see a huge mix and match of, man, a little bit of press, the zone press, the man press with the run and jump.
The Skyline coaches probably aren't listening right now, so we can say coach has talked about really switching up the defenses a lot today. He does anyway, but even more than usual, going up against an offensive powerhouse like they're going up against today, to try to make them uncomfortable, take them out of rhythm, and make them have to think more than they just play.
And the girls have had a really good experience coming down here. Got to stay overnight in Bolivar and then had a little warm-up today at Southwest Baptist. We're getting ready for the national anthem here at Skyline. We'll see if we can pick it up on the radio. But if you hear us kind of tuning out for the next minute and a half, that's what's going on. So we're getting ready for the national anthem here at Skyline High School in the Class 2 quarterfinal between North Platte girls and Skyline.
Today's national anthem will be performed by the County Men of Note, directed by Mr. Roger Mills.
I'm not sure you can pick it up on the broadcast or not, but that is a fantastic national anthem by the Men of Note.
I was going to say, your next job before you leave as athletic director, you need to get together a 15 men's choir to sing the national anthem like that at some Panther games.
And we'll try to describe it here on the radio, but you're about to see one of the greatest introductions here in high school basketball. One of the best we see in our area is the North Platte Lady Panthers in their ... clap. Standing ovation on the far side for the Lady Panthers as they introduce the starting lineups, including point guard number 5, Brianna DeBoard, shooting guard number 22, Allison Smith, shooting small forward number 13, Addie Scala, power forward number 31, Lindsey Ramsey, and center number 33, Cameron Kirsten. And here in about 30 seconds, you see if you can pick it up or not. You'll have a big standing ovation here as Skyline gets introduced.
I think
Go ahead, Steve.
They are 3/4 of the gym, so I think they were loud last year with only 1/4 of the gym at North Platte. They are going to be boisterous here today, so that's one of the challenges the Lady Panthers are going to have to face. Of course, they are battle-tested. And we'll see what they can put together today. But here comes the starting lineups for the Skyline Lady Tigers. And Mr. Davis, tell us who's starting for them.
All right, so Skyline's going to start with number 0, Sadie Red. Number 2 for them will be Autumn Baldwin, another guard. Basically, you're going to see 4 guards out here for Skyline and then kind of 1 post player, similar to what North Platte's going to throw out here. You're going to have number 10, Jalen Barb, who's averaging about 4.5 a game. Her game's going to be more just getting rebounds. And then the 2 superstars for Skyline are getting introduced now. Number 11, senior Kinsey Cheek, averaging about 12 a game. And then averaging 17.5 a game will be number 222, Ashlyn Garrett. She's the point guard. Maybe not necessarily a traditional ball handler type point guard, but keeping it out of her right hand and keeping her away from getting to the rim. That'll be a huge key for the Panthers today as officials are taking off their jackets. Last words of wisdom from Coach Atterbury and Coach Cheek as we get ready to tip it up. So, Steve, will give you the last couple words before we turn it over to play-by-play.
Well, it should be a good one. Let's hope the Panthers bring their A game today. Everybody hitting on all cylinders. It should be a good one. They are in adverse territory here at Skyline, but looking forward to a good outing today by the North Platte Lady Panthers. Let's hope they can do something. Of course, they've got a formidable opponent here in the Skyline, the Lady Tigers, but we'll see what happens. They're about ready to tip it. Mr. Davis with the play-by-play. Take it away, sir.
Official Howard Bass has it in his left hand, getting ready to make the toss. It's Lindsey Ramsey in the circle for North Platte. Kinsey Cheek for Skyline, and Skyline controls the tip. Superstar Ashlyn Garrett has one on the right side, little 7-footer on the right baseline, and it's good. So Skyline gets the opening tip and the opening basket for a 2-0 lead. Inbound to North Platte, Addie Scala throws it ahead to Allison Smith. She has a 2-on-1. Cam Kirsten from 15, and the answer for North Platte with a big holler from Kirsten to get it going.
Yeah, quick start to the game. It's going to be important to keep Garrett off the baseline. She beat us with the right hand. We're going to have to keep her going left. We're going to have a chance. As she goes left right now and is tied up and gets a travel and be back to North Platte.
Panthers started man-to-man. Good force by Brianna DeBoard to get it to her left hand, and Allison Smith ties her up. Panther ball, 7:26 tie game, 2-2 here early on. Full court man-to-man press from Skyline, and North Platte's going to give it right back here. Trying to throw it ahead to half court. It doesn't get there. So Skyline will get the ball down underneath their own baseline, running inbound play.
That's some of the nerves, maybe just getting this thing kicked off and started, but if they can clean that up, just eliminate those kind of mistakes. There's almost one.
A little switch up on the out-of-bounds defense for North Platte as they go man there. Missed 3 from number 2, Alden Baldwin. Rebound to North Platte. Allie Smith brings it across the timeline. She fills the double team with the run and jump. Ball goes out of bounds off Skyline. North Platte retains possession.
Yeah, North Platte's going to set up here on offense with Bree DeBoard. Need a good execution play here to settle things down a little bit nerve-wise.
North Platte in their 5-out offense. Addie Scala has it, top of the key. Left kick, wing to Bree DeBoard. 3 on the way, no good. But Cameron Kirsten has it in the right baseline on a rebound. She kicks it right wing, now Scala. Kirsten pressured by Cheek. She tries to dribble, drive, tied up a little bit. Ramsey has it. Ramsey, drive to the block. A lot of contact, no call. Rebound to Skyline and Ashlyn Garrett. She brings it across the timeline the other way for Skyline. They get it downside to their post player, Jalen Barb, tied up by Kirsten, and another travel called on Skyline. So good defense here early on from North Platte.
Yeah, both teams are kind of feeling it. It's like boxers going at it right at the beginning. So they're back and forth with each other right now, tied up 2-2, 6:41 on the clock.
Press from Skyline, going to be a turnover and a steal from Ashlyn Garrett. She has a layup the other way, and it's good. 4-2 Skyline, 6:30 to go, first quarter, and a foul on number 0, Sadie Red. That'll be her first, team first, and it's kind of a, North Platte has this, it's kind of a cost of doing business foul when you press.
Yeah, very physical press by Skyline. Girls are going to have to settle down, be strong with the ball, and get squared up, and they should be fine. Then play through the fouling a little bit. It's going to be a state quarterfinal game. They're going to let them play as Skyline gets another steal to Garrett. Pulls up, and this is a little 8-footer. We're gonna have to go a little bit right now as she's starting to take over the game.
Skyline going with a double team immediately on the inbound to get their run and jump started. But another foul here on Skyline, this time on number 22, Garrett. That'll be key. That's her first. If she gets in a little foul trouble, that could change the game a little bit to help out North Platte. So Skyline has the lead. 6-2 early on, 6:15 to go, first quarter. Double team again on the board with the press. She throws it ahead, this time to Ramsey. Ramsey tries to find Smith, and it gets away, and a steal by Skyline. Here they come the other way. Red, Euro step for the layup, no good. Rebound Barb, no good as well. And Ramsey controls it for North Platte. She finds Scala. She's double teamed in the right corner, back to Ramsey. Trying to get across the timeline to Smith. Smith, quick pass to DeBoard. DeBoard throws it up to Kirsten. She has a left block. Kick out 3, Scala on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Skyline and Kinsey Cheek as North Platte hustles back on defense. Cheek has it, right wing guarded by Ramsey. That's the matchup we'll see most of the day. Cheek tries to drive right side, blocked by Ramsey.
Nice block.
And controlled quickly the other way for North Platte. Allison Smith has it behind the back dribble. She's attacking the basket. Kick out to DeBoard, not there, ball out of bounds. That'll be Skyline's ball.
Yeah, we're getting sped up. North Platte's getting sped up a little bit. Had a nice dribble through the press there. Just need to calm down and make the pass for the kick-out 3 was there. North Platte's had a couple open shots. Got to knock them down. Skyline brings it back. Garrett up against the board as they cross half court.
Cheek has it. Going to be a set play here from Skyline. Guarded by Ramsey, getting a ball screen from Barb. Left dribble from Skyline. Baseline pass. That's Baldwin on the baseline. 8-footer, no good. Rebound again from Kirsten. That's her third one early on as she's doing a good job keeping Barb off the board. Smith has it, trying to dribble across and Poked away by Baldwin. Baldwin now has it for Skyline. Left wing, dribble drive, no good on the layup. Going to be a rebound from Garrett as they control, and a foul from Scala to stop the clock with 4:48 to go. First quarter, Skyline leads 6-2.
So the Panthers need to clean up just a couple of items here, and they can get right back into this thing. Of course, they have got 2, and they're trailing by 4 at 6-2 with Skyline with the ball.
Shelby Red into the game for Skyline. She tries to take a shot, dribble drive left wing, and she's fouled. It's going to be a foul on either Kirsten or Ramsey. Looks like they're going to call it on Ramsey. That's her first, team second, as Shelby Red comes in the ball game. In 15 seconds, she heads to the free throw line. We talked a little bit about how North Platte's going to have to control and try to get settled in here. It's going to be imperative for them to do that now.
Yeah, the defense, we've given up 7 points, maybe 8 here in just a second on the second free throw. The defense has not been bad. A lot of the scoring's coming in transition after we turn the ball over. We just need to settle down and quit trying to dribble through the press and make good passes, and we should be okay.
Both free throws good from Red, and
another
it's now
foul.
8-2 Skyline. Double team on the press, and it's a third team foul here from Skyline. This one is going to be on number 3, Shelby Red, so off the made free throw. On the double team, she fouls Allison Smith. Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, Skyline has been super aggressive, and the Panthers have dealt with it so far. There's another one. They are just trying to out-hustle the Panthers, and if the Panthers can recognize that, maybe get them into some foul trouble. They've already, were able to get 3 on them. That they got to be cognizant of, though, kind of the way Skyline's playing them.
Into the game for it's 8-5 Skyline with 4:18 to go. Cheek has it, right wing. Good defense by Ramsey. Kick out to Shelby Red. 10-footer good. 10-5 Skyline. This time quickly in for the Panthers. The board has a little lob pass to Allison Smith, trying to dribble through traffic. Garrett's on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow goes to the Panthers, so they'll have it in their half court with 4:02 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, the North Platte's hanging in here. We're trying to get calmed down. If we'll settle down and make passes and try to dribble through it, we'll be okay. We're still going to have to do that. It's a big shot by DeBoard a minute ago to kind of get us some confidence and to settle things down.
DeBoard's going to have a tough matchup there with Garrett, too. Garrett guarding DeBoard. Left wing, Kirsten. Top of the key, Ramsey. Her traditional right wing drive going to be blocked by Cheek. Saved by Cheek. What a play. She saves it to Garrett of Skyline. She's across the timeline, guarded by DeBoard. North Platte still in man. Shelby Red, nice move on the right wing, no good on the layup. Rebound again from Kirsten. Quickly the other way is Smith, and there's a foul on Skyline. That's on Kinsey Cheek. That's her first, team 4th. So Skyline individually staying out of foul trouble, but with 3:34 to go in the first quarter, they're 1 foul away from sending the Panthers to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's that aggressive nature that Skyline's going at the Panthers. They've kind of weathered it. One positive out of this is that the Panthers have traditionally this year started a little bit slower and then came on in the second half. So if they can stick around, not get too far in the hole, I like their chances.
Allie has it. She's going to be right baseline, inbound to Ramsey. Ramsey finds Allison Smith again. Good pressure again from Skyline. She's going to try a right-hand layup. No good. Going to tough one off the wrong foot. Quickly the other way. Shelby Red. She has it left right baseline. It's going to be a turnover. So both teams going a little fast here the other way. Both crowds don't like it when there's a little physicality. And both teams could probably settle down from both coaches to get into their game a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see the Skyline set up here, the full court press once again. They are making it difficult to get the ball inbounds. They're putting us kind of in bad spots. There's another turnover.
Yep.
Skyline picks off the ball at half court. And again, a lot of that's coming from we're not getting the ball inbound into great spots. Gets their man-to-man pressure on the inbounds pass.
Baldwin has it, middle of the lane, guarded by Griswold. Floater up and good. So 12-5 Skyline, 3 minutes to go. First quarter, inbound to North Platte, double team again. Brianna DeBoard, she dribbles up the left sideline, now dribbles back to the middle, better, and finds Kylie Griswold across half court. She throws down to Lenny Ramsey, who finds Kim Kirsten, free throw line. Shot no good, rebound to Skyline and Garrett as North Platte gets back. Settled in a little bit here as Cheek brings it slowly across the timeline. Kevin Cheek calling a play. Looks like maybe an ISO for Kinsey. She throws it right wing to Cheek. right wing to Red, who now finds Baldwin for three on the left wing. No good. Rebound, Lenny Ramsey. Panthers control, and this time calmly across the half-court line. Scala has it, middle of the lane, two hands on it. Kirsten, open three for Griswold. Right baseline,
Boom.
and there it is. Panthers hanging around. They've only gotten about 5 shots up here early on, but 2 of them are threes that have found the bottom of the net from DeBoard and Griswold. Skyline the other way. Baldwin, middle of the lane. Floater again. This time no good. Rebound, Skyline. Kinsey Cheek, left hand floater up and good. 14-8. Skyline leads here. Minute 50 to go. First quarter. Scala has it. Better against the press. There to Kirsten. Now to Ramsey. Right baseline. Open three from DeBoard. Might have got hit. Didn't no call. Three no good. Out of bounds. Off North Platte. It'll be Skyline basketball.
Yeah, Panthers again looked much better crossing half court. Didn't get the made shot, but it was a good shot attempt for shots that definitely North Platte wants to take. North Platte sets up in the 2-1-2 press and pick it up and see if we can put a little pressure on ourselves.
One of the things that I noticed at sectionals was that the referees did let them play. There was a lot more contact. Same thing's true here today.
And there's one probably in our favor as number 0 for Skyline, Sadie Red, penetrates. Some contact there as Allie Smith goes with the block. No call. They're giving her a clean block, and the ball goes out of bounds to Skyline. 1:25 to go. First quarter. Skyline 14, North Platte 8. The Panthers haven't played their best basketball here first quarter, but are staying in the ball game if they can kind of survive and get here to the end of the quarter. Shot three from Red. No good, but rebound again from Skyline. And then a forced pass from Skyline. Turnover, steal by Addison Scala.
Good.
North Platte much better slowing it down to get it across. Brandon DeBoard has it top of the key. Left wing pass to Lenny Ramsey. Ramsey now top of the key to Scala. Reverse basketball to Kirsten. 15-footer, good. So North Platte has found the shooting range, probably shooting about 50% here in this first quarter. It's 14-10 Skyline, and if the Panthers have weathered the storm for the first 5 minutes, maybe they can stay in this ball game. Good play by Cheek the other way. She finds number 12 off the bench, Jenna Hunt, for Skyline, and they find a basket. 16-10 Skyline. 40 seconds to go. First quarter. Inbound from North Platte. Good pressure. Got a 3-on-1 the other way, though. Smith to Ramsey for three. No good. Rebound Skyline with about 30 seconds to go. That would have been a nice opportunity. Rebound the other way. Looks like Skyline's going to hold for the last shot. Kinsey Cheek has it top of the key. This is the matchup all day. Cheek versus Ramsey. They're going to slow it down and instead get it to Sadie Red. North Platte student section. Loud in the corner with 10 seconds to go. Cheek has it free throw line. Double team from Smith. Three from Red, and it's good. Big shot for Skyline to end the quarter, and it's going to be 19-10 Skyline after one as the teams go to the benches.
Yeah, tough end of the quarter there. North Platte has made some gains, doing some things better. Had a couple turnovers there at the very end to give Skyline the 19-10 lead. Still showing to be competitive. We have a chance in this game. We control the ball against the press a little bit better. We have chances to get shots. When we've broken the press and gotten the half-court offense, we've gotten open shots. Panthers need to keep that in mind. If we'll settle down against the full-court pressure, there is opportunity to score in the half-court.
Yeah, their shooting percentage has got to be up in the close to 70%, but the problem was that they couldn't get it across half-court. And they just didn't have as many opportunities, certainly as Skyline did. And then actually Skyline doubled up because they were able to steal the ball, take it away. It was a good defense and good pressure by Skyline. So hopefully the Panthers can figure out a way to figure that out. And right now they're down 9. We'll see what they can come up with here in the second quarter.
And, three of us, we've all seen these teams play a lot. We know these girls. You can tell by their talk and their huddle here. They're not phased. They're fine. I'm sure Coach Atterbury positive there about those last 2 minutes as far as handling the press, and we're going to get shots when you handle it. A lot of talking from the Panthers coming out here, positive, matching up. They're ready to go. This looks like it might be a switch to the 1-3-1 for North Platte out of the timeout, or out of the quarter.
It is. We talked about Coach Atterbury changing defenses coming into this game, and here's the first big change. They ran a little bit of 1-3-1, but not a lot. Here we are starting the second quarter, and we'll see how Skyline goes.
Ramsey on the bench for the Panthers to start the half. We're going to start the second quarter with Wortham in the middle of the 1-3-1. On the wing is Ramsey. It's going to be a three from Ashlyn Garrett. No good. Rebound. Great box out by Scala on the right side, but a turnover on the outlet pass. We're going to have a double dribble also from Skyline. So a little ugly, but good rebound by Scala there, and North Platte's going to have possession. 7:39 to go, second quarter.
One of the things, if they can just clean up their passes and and of course it's hard to do with the defense that's on them, but my goodness, like that right there.
Yeah, going to be a steal from Skyline and a turnover. Autumn Baldwin with the layup the other way for Skyline. So 21-10 Skyline. Double team from Smith the other way. And going to be a foul from Kinsey Cheek. Her second, team first. So that could definitely help the cause if Cheek has two and has to be a little more careful.
Yeah, we talked before the game. This would be it's hard to simulate this kind of pressure. The only time we've seen it all year is when we played St. Joe Benton. And so far, we haven't gotten done what we want to do. A lot of game to go, plenty of time to come back. The Panthers have come back down from 11 before in the postseason, even this year. So still a solid chance to get back in the ball game if we handle the basketball.
Jabri DeBoard has it left wing, guarded by Garrett. Garrett quick everywhere, cutting off DeBoard on the drive. Marissa Wortham has it left wing, cross-court pass to Scala, and we're going to have a foul from behind, this time by Autumn Baldwin on Allison Smith, and it'll be ball out of bounds for the Panthers. 7:04 to go, second quarter. Skyline leads 21-10. Lenny Ramsey into the game for DeBoard.
Yeah, it's already the second foul on Skyline this quarter. The second one on number 2 that just came out of the basketball game. Very physical style, very aggressive. The referees are calling fouls. If we'll be strong with the basketball, we can take advantage of that.
Wortham has it right corner, now reverse to Kirsten. Kirsten guarded by Barb. That could be something they can take advantage of. Allison Smith has it on ISO at the top. She dribbles to the middle of the lane. Kick out to Wortham. Wortham for three. Rattles in and out. Rebound by Barb as Skyline's going to slow it the other way. Trying to run possessions here when Skyline has it. Back to, still in the 1-3-1. Ramsey at the top. Allison on the back, Smith on the backside. Skyline has it. Going to be a deep three from Garrett off the back of the rim and then over the top of the backboard as North Platte has possession.
Yeah, the Panthers, if they can settle down, get all the bugs and the butterflies out of their stomach, settle into this thing, much like Carl, what you were saying. Take care, make good passes, get good shots. They're right back in this thing. They're only down 11, and they've done it before.
Well, they had a good press break right there. We've been bringing the post players back down the sideline to catch the ball in the inbounds pass, and that's been helpful. Being able to get the ball to a little bit better starting spots once we inbound the ball.
Scala for three, right rim, no good, but Kirsten, another board. That's going to be a foul on a rip away. It's going to be a foul on Garrett. That's tough either way. All right, we'll see which way we're pointing. The girls are going one touch foul there on DeBoard. It's going to be the second for the Panthers. First on DeBoard. 6 minutes to go here. Baseline or sideline out of bounds for Skyline.
Yeah, had a little bit of scoring drought right here. We need to get a stop right here with the 1-3-1 defense, and then come down and get a basket, be big right now. We actually gone back into man for this possession off the out-of-bounds play.
Garrett has it right wing. Can be guarded by DeBoard. Left wing over to Red. Red middle dribble drive for Skyline. Could be a carry call. That's what Coach Atterbury wants, but then a blocking foul. That's going to be the third one in the last about 20 seconds here for North Platte. That foul going to be on number 22, Allison Smith. That's her second, team third. Smith staying in the game, and we're going to have a run.
Another foul on North Platte.
I think that's going to be a third on Allison Smith.
My goodness.
That's not going to be very popular from the faithful. Barb kind of ran over Smith. Smith may have had a hold of her, and they're going to call the foul on Allison Smith. And that's her third, and that's a big one for North Platte as she goes to the bench. So 4 fouls in about the last 20 seconds on North Platte. Inbound for Skyline. They miss a couple shots, but rebound again from Skyline. Shelby Red up and good from 12 feet, and Skyline has a 23-10 lead. Foul again here. This time, that should be the second on Garrett, and that's going to be the 7th foul total on both teams in the quarter here in under the first 2.5 minutes.
They
really have taken control of the game, the referees, as far as calling the fouls a little bit tighter. Not that the game was out of control, but it was very physical. They may maybe make a concerted effort here to clean things up just a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say they let them play the first quarter a little bit, and then this one they're getting pretty ticky-tack, but that's the way they're calling it. You got to play accordingly.
Griswold's in for Smith. She enters the game. She makes a nice entry pass to Ramsey, who's on the block. She goes up strong and gets another foul call. So we're at 5:26 to go here, second quarter, and both teams with 4 fouls. So we're going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way, including right now as Lenny Ramsey heads to the line for the Panthers. Her first one, no good, and she has another on the way.
Yeah, it's going to be a chance in the next 5.5 minutes to take advantage of all the fouls. The Panthers should be shooting a lot of free throws. Hopefully Skyline isn't. But we got to be strong with the basketball and attack, and I think we've got a good chance to get the free throw line the rest of the way.
Ramsey's second one, no good. Rebound to Skyline. They get the ball to Sadie Red, who has it across the time. North Platte back to the man-to-man. Red is guarded by Scala. They try entry pass to the elbow to Cheek. Try and double team from North Platte. We're going to have her travel on Kinsey Cheek. So what North Platte's doing is they're guarding her with Ramsey, who's one of the best defenders for North Platte. Anytime she catches in the middle, we're sending a double team. That was a good double team by Griswold to create the turnover. North Platte has it still with the full court run and jump press from Skyline. They handle it well across the timeline. Now Ramsey has it right wing. Back cut from Griswold, not there. Handoff Scala. Left-hand dribble as she tries to drive, gets it inside. Layup no good. Rebound Skyline the other way. It's Sadie Red. She has it right wing, guarded by Scala. She drives, kicks it back out to Cheek. Cheek now right wing, going to set it up. A little ISO on Ramsey. She's going to get a ball screen. Help from Kirsten. 17-footer pull-up from Cheek off the front rim, no good. Kylie Griswold has it, and we're going to have a tie-up jump ball possession to North Platte.
I like that a little bit better from the Panthers. They need to find a way to go down here and put some points, put some ball into the bucket. They need some points. They're down 13.
And North Platte yet to score here, second quarter, having some problems. The trouble there with the inbound. It's going to be a turnover on a long pass and a foul on Ramsey in the backcourt on Cheek. That's going to be team fifth and send Kinsey Cheek to the line. And then we got a big coaching thing coming in here right now from Coach Atterbury.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to bring back in Allison Smith. Despite the 3 fouls with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's obvious the game is on the line right now. This is kind of a make or break point for the next few minutes of this half. So Coach is going to go ahead and bring back in one of our better guards.
And you got to stay in the game. You can't say fouls and she ends with 3 fouls the rest of the game. You got to play the ball game. So Allison Smith with 3, Lenny Ramsey with 2 in here. First free throw from Cheek is good, and the second one on the way for Kinsey Cheek, and it is good as well. So Skyline leads 25-10, 4:30 to go here, second quarter. Inbound to the board. No run and jump from there. They basically stay straight man. DeBoard's able to bring it across, guarded by Baldwin. She gets it to Ramsey, now set up again from DeBoard. Good pressure. She finds middle of the lane. Smith, drive, and another foul call. This is the 10th whistle already. Both fan bases did not like the no whistles in the first quarter and are not liking the whistles now. But Allie Smith goes to the line here with 4:17 to go, second quarter for North Platte.
You don't always get what you want. I think, Rolling Stones said that many times. But, yeah, the Panthers, if Allie Smith has to play smart here. She has to really know the situation of the game and the fouls she's got. Don't overreach or try to do too much. They need her in there, though, for the ball handling, most definitely. And the Panthers there's been a lid on that basket here in the second quarter.
Both free throws no good from Smith. The Skyline brings it the other way. Elbow shot from Ashlyn Garrett, no good. Rebound North Platte, and they're going to control in the half court here. North Platte basketball with 3:58 to go. So let's see if we can get a little set here in the man-to-man, and just maybe one basket can open it up. Set inbounds play for North Platte. They get it to Ramsey on the right block, kind of a forced shot against the double team, no good. North Platte trying to get to the rim and kind of forcing some shots here up that, they're going to have a hard time to get them to go if we're forcing them up.
I'd like to see them kick that back out and maybe look for a better shot, most definitely.
Yeah, Garrett drives the lane here. Kick passes off to Cheek. Kick out to the corner. Rebound comes off to Allie Smith. North Platte needs a basket in the worst way. DeBoard comes down off the break. And again, we come up short at the basket. Skyline comes the other way.
Other way here for Garrett. Garrett penetrates, looking for a kick out. She finds one. Jenna Hunt for 3, no good. Both teams kind of struggling to score, and it's going to be North Platte basketball. So there's kind of a couple ways to look at this. North Platte really struggling to get anything going and struggling against the press, but this game could also be over with by now and Skyline be up 25 with the way North Platte is kind of shot there the second quarter. So still with a chance. Skyline has it. It's going to be dribble drive from Baldwin. She finds middle of the lane. Floater no good. Rebound for Skyline. Jenna Hunt, put back no good. Rebound to Griswold. as they fall back. Allison Smith with it. The other way, she has it right wing, penetrating to Brianna DeBoard. Brianna DeBoard guarded tightly by Garrett. She finds Marissa Wortham. Rhythm, kick out to Griswold. Deep three off the front of the rim, no good. The rebound to Brianna DeBoard as she has it, and North Platte's going to reset. Post to Marissa Wortham. Fade away from the baseline, no good. Rebound Skyline, and Kevin Cheek, head coach of Skyline, wants a timeout with 2:34 to go, second quarter.
Yeah, like you said, the half-court defense for North Platte is fine. We're trailing by 15 here, 25-10. But it's not really been the half-court defense. It's been the turnovers against the pressure, and then just an absolute drought at the basket. We scored 2 points this quarter. Since the last time we talked about both teams being in the double bonus, we've gone 0 for 4 at the line. We've had some opportunities, haven't been able to take advantage of it yet. The game is still there to be competitive. If we would settle down, and we have at times, but settle down and knock us free shots down, and we have a chance to get back in the ball game. We talked about the scramble press before the game, run and jump, wherever you want to term it. That has not been the real issue, has not been the traps. The real issue has been the inbounds passes that have given us all kinds of trouble getting the ball in bounds.
Yeah.
And then when we do get it in bounds, we've caught it in some bad places. And so the inbounds pass has really been the Achilles heel so far for North Platte. Hopefully, if we could just kind of limp and get ourselves to halftime, maybe Coach Atterbury can talk with him at half, and we can figure out a better way to get some better movement to get the ball in bounds in some better positions to help us out.
Yeah, it feels like this next 2:34 here is probably going to be make or break. We got a 15-point ball game. If the Panthers can keep it here or cut into the lead, we're going to have a ball game in the second half. If Skyline extends, it's going to be tough sledding the rest of the way. Kenzie Cheek has it for Skyline. Deep three off the right wing, no good. Rebounding, which has been pretty decent for the Panthers, is good again as Allison Smith has it. She brings it the other way. She has it, middle of the lane, kick out to Wortham. Wortham skip pass to Griswold, who has it left wing. Dribble drive, skip pass to DeBoard. DeBoard for three, going to need the bank to be good. Not open on Saturday here in Urbana. Ramsey bank no good off the putback. And we're going to have a foul in the backcourt on the board. That's going to send Ashlyn Garrett to the free throw line for Skyline. Ashlyn Garrett, leading scorer for Skyline, All-State player a year ago. She's averaging 17 a game and shoots 80% from the line. So she'll go to the line here with a chance to give Skyline either a 16 or 17-point advantage.
Yeah, that's Bree's second in the game. The only one really in foul trouble is Allison Smith, and hits the first one up there, gives them a 26-10 lead. Yeah, the Panthers, their defense has been good, rebounding on the defensive side. The only rebounding on the offensive board has been a little wanting, for wishing they had a little bit more. But yeah, it's becoming a tougher and tougher battle here as they now are down 17.
I don't think Garrett touched the rim on either of those free throws as she swishes them straight through. It's a 27-10 Skyline lead. North Platte brings it the other way. Smith has it top of the key, guarded by Red. Low dribble from Smith as she finds left wing Ramsey. Ramsey trying to find somebody to pass to. She gets it to Scala on the right wing. Still man-to-man defense from Skyline as we've seen throughout the game. Ramsey, right wing drive, no good. Smith hits the deck, and we're going to have a foul away from the basketball on Skyline, which will send Allison Smith to the line for the Panthers to try to break the drought here in the second quarter. 27-10 to go, Skyline, 1:38 second quarter.
Yeah, we need two important free throws for Allison Smith here. Coming up here to try to break into the lead and really break a big scoring drought. And she does hit the first one there. I think that's our first point in about 5 minutes of game time.
Maybe longer.
The defense has kind of held true for us, and so to keep us in the basketball game.
Agreed.
We'll find out what happens in the next 1:38. She has a chance to cut it to 15 here, and maybe a stop or two in a bucket can get us back in the ball game.
North Platte's done a good job getting stops. They definitely have gotten stops in the half court on the defensive end. I'm not sure Skyline has found the bottom of the basket that hasn't been a layup the whole quarter. Smith finds both free throws, so 27-12 as Skyline brings it the other way. They're trying to slow it down, which is traditionally, you think of Skyline as an up and down team, and they are in the full court on defense, but they want to slow it down in the half court. They shoot as a team 51% from the field, which is unheard of in girls basketball. They might be trying to stall until they get either a layup or potentially the last shot, as they like a 15-point lead going into the half. This is a play North Platte will run called Victory, and it sure appears as that is what Skyline is running now with 1 minute to go on the clock. Kenzie Cheek controlling it 30 feet away from the basket. They kick it back out to her as she is guarded by Ramsey. North Platte has gone into the man-to-man. They have good pressure trying to bring a double to force some action from Skyline. but Skyline continuing to dribble it out. In a huge game earlier on in the season, Skyline held it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds against number 1 ranked Tipton and held for the last shot and scored a basket to win that game. They seem to be doing the same thing here as there's 30 seconds on the clock. Cheek has it 30 feet away, and they're making passes. A very good pressure from North Platte. They're bringing doubles, but great ball handling from Skyline as we finally have a foul call, and it's going to be on Kinsey. It's going to be on Lenny Ramsey, I believe, which will be her third, sending Kinsey Cheek to the line with 24 seconds to go here in the half.
Well, hopefully the good thing if she does not hit one of these, they can, or the second one rather, they can get the ball and maybe go down and score. But very proficient in getting the passes to their teammates, avoiding the pressure that North Platte was applying, and now at the free throw line.
Go ahead. Cheek for Skyline, 2-time All-State player, probably soon to be 3-time All-State basketball player, averaging 13 a game and then 72% from the foul line as she finds the first free throw, and the second free throw is up and good. So I don't necessarily have this in front of us, but Skyline, I believe, at least in this quarter, probably around 8 free throws, if not 8 for 8, 8 for 10, something like that to really kind of extend out the lead here in the second quarter. The other way, Griswold, deep three. That gives the Panthers some life, and that is good. That one all the way down. Quickly the other way from Skyline, 2 on the clock, 1 on the clock. Barb gets it on the right block and a foul call. Coach Atterbury doesn't like it, but it could be a foul on Wortham to send Barb to the line with .1 to go on the clock. So Jalen Barb for Skyline will have 2 free throws here to end the half. Skyline leading 29-15.
Yeah, that was unfortunate in there. She does miss the first free throw. We'll see if the second one comes up missed, and then nothing hurt. But that was tough. That Skyline really showed a high execution level to take the ball down from about a minute and a half there until that actually picked up could be a costly third foul. She does make the second free throw. That'll make the score 30-15 heading into half as the buzzer sounds. But the high execution by Skyline the last minute and a half of the second quarter there. They picked up a third foul on Ramsey off the stall, knocks down 2 free throws. We come down. Griswold does hit a big bucket, gives us some life, but then they come down and again execute at the end of the quarter and get to the free throw line with .1 on the clock.
How do the Tigers go to 30? I thought they just had 29.
They hit a free throw there, Steve.
Yeah, 1. Right?
1, 29 plus 1's 30.
You sure it wasn't 28? Because I had 28.
It was 29.
Sure it was 29.
Listen, you got to be careful with your bad math. Bad math here with the math teacher on the
Cheek
call.
made both of them the last time, too.
I
think that was the first free throw. A minute Barb made 1 and 2, and that was the first free throw they'd missed.
They might have went 11-12 there in that quarter to really extend it out. But North Platte, it kind of ended. We talked about there in that last time out where it was 2:34 to go in the second quarter, and Skyline was up 15, and how that was going to be a big part of the game. Was Skyline going to be able to extend that out to a 25-point lead, or is North Platte going to be able to cut it to 10?
Yeah.
It kind of just held serve. So. Not out of the ball game, certainly down 15. If you can come out, start the second half, hit a couple shots, and get this thing under single digits, and just kind of get control of the game, and get it into more of a half court basketball game where again, we don't have live stats in front of us here, but from 3, I believe North Platte probably is 3 of 8, 3 of 9. Shooting the ball from distance, okay. We've seen 2 threes from Griswold, 1 from DeBoard. It might be a little bit of, fire away to try to get back in this ball game here, third quarter. But you don't necessarily want to lose your heads either here, Coach Matt.
No, you would need, if you can knock down 5, which they are very capable of doing, then you might find yourself right back into this game and rely on your defense to keep them from having, the opportunities to shoot cleanly. But they are a good shooting team. They're a good passing team. I can see why they're number 1. They bring it to the basketball court.
One thing we've talked about, Coach Atterbury hitting a lot of the same kind of defensive philosophies that Coach Davis and I've had, and the North Platte girls have had going back for a long, long time now. And that is that no one should be able to run offense against us. But unfortunately, Skyline has been able to. Not many teams out there can run their offense against us. Most teams are out there making what we call survival passes, just getting it to the next person. And really part of the issue today is we've been the ones making the survival passes where Skyline has been able to execute against our pressure.
Exactly.
We don't see many teams that can do that. Frankly, the only team that really did it all year to this extent was St. Joe Benton, which is obviously just a great team that's still playing in Class 4. They're ranked in the top 2 or 3 teams in the state in Class 4. And, not even the games a couple other games that we've lost, still no one has been able to be this comfortable against our defense. And the fundamentals that the Skyline girls have is off the charts. We don't see many teams like that in our area that are this fundamentally sound, and that's what it takes. Over any kids listening or parents listening with their kids, if you want to be able to handle pressure and great athletes, and North Platte has great athletes. We have some of the best athletes in the state in Class 2 or really any of the classes. We have some of the best athletes out there. But one big reason why Skyline's been able to handle our pressure is they're just so fundamentally sound. They handle the ball. They pass with both hands. They have their heads up while they're dribbling and passing. They knock down open shots. Just a very fundamentally sound group to be able to do what they're doing against this defense as good as ours is.
Well, and you've got to attribute that to coaching. I mean, that starts right from day one with the coach. I think you were kind of mentioning some of the accolades that he had earlier. Certainly, he has got this team playing. He's bringing out the strengths that the members of that Skyline Tiger team. He's got them well coached.
Yeah.
They play efficiently, and they have not been forced into too many mistakes. They've been able to handle some of the pressure the Panthers have tried to bring on them. But again, they are. That's why number one in Class 2, most certainly.
And, North Platte here talking at the half. We have about 6 minutes to go here at halftime as Skyline leads 30-15 here in the Class 2 quarterfinal. Winner goes to state. One thing Coach Atterbury can be telling our girls at a positively here at the half is the two superstars here for Skyline. They have done a really good job on them defensively. Ashlyn Garrett is as fast a player as you're going to see on a basketball floor, and the team defense on her has been fantastic, and she has not scored in the half court. Ramsey has done a good job keeping Cheek from getting all the way to the rim and scoring, and they've done a good job with the double team. So, the game plan from North Platte has been, executed very well. They got to handle the part of getting the ball in bounds and then getting it across. The part, obviously they've been practicing that all year and, especially this week. But the game plan is there if North Platte can kind of just handle the first part of that press.
Well, one thing we talked, this week with about the game, coming up today. To win, North Platte's probably going to have to score 60 points. And if you look at where Skyline's at, Skyline's got 30. And realistically, despite the turnovers that we've had that have given them probably 12 easy points, I would say just roughly, our defense has been sound. And scoring total-wise, they are not out of line where we would need them to be to possibly win the game. Obviously, the difference is we haven't got enough shot attempts because we've shot the ball reasonably well off the top of our heads. We don't have the number, but we've shot the ball reasonably okay, except we have not from the line, but from the field we have. But the difference is we just have had too many turnovers to give us the same amount of shot attempts that we would need to get to that point total.
One live stat I will, not to put pressure on you gentlemen, because I know you can handle it. There are at least 27 people listening to our stream on YouTube. So say hi to all the 27 out there. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're getting a lot of the game. Now, we'd like the score to be a lot better, and we've talked a little bit about how that can happen in the second half.
They're a good team. North Platte's been a good team for a long time. Every year, North Platte girls are very good. And this team is no exception. This is an outstanding North Platte girls team. They certainly have the offensive firepower, and they have the defensive capability to get back in the ballgame. A big part of the second half, obviously, is going to be the first 4 minutes of the game. What's going to happen? Is the score going to go from 15 to 20? Yeah. Or are we going to get it from 15 to under 10?
And I've seen this.
If we're down 10 in the fourth quarter, they're probably going to stall like they did at the end of the first half, and they're very difficult to get the ball back from, and they're excellent free throw shooters when you foul. Yeah. So we really need a big third quarter here. It's possible, certainly possible, and the girls are capable of doing it. We have, like Coach Davis talked about, we have held in line their two big stars. Garrett, I believe, has 8, and Cheek has 6. That's doing a good job on two multi-year all-state players that are both outstanding. So we've done a good job there. Limit the turnovers, come down, relax, and hit a few shots, and we can certainly get back in the ballgame.
And one thing, Coach Matt, Coach Atterbury, Coach Ginter, Coach Roger, anybody in the stands, you got the right personalities and the right toughness and mindset of the kids who are going to be on the floor. If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to beat them as a better team. You're going to have to play better basketball than them. You're not going to beat them because they're going to break down or not be tough enough or not, do any of that things. You're going to see by far their best effort. You're going to see absolutely everything they have. I mean, there's no question about that. Obviously they're going to do everything they can to make the scoreboard a little bit better here in the second half. But you feel comfortable knowing you have a chance to do that when you have the right kids who are going to take the floor, and we certainly do.
And I have no doubt that they have the confidence. They believe they can, and now we'll just have to see if they can execute and bring it to fruition. To beat the man, you got to go out. You got to go out and beat, to be the man, the Panthers certainly have the capability and the wherewithal to do that. Let's see if they can do it. One thing to point out, earlier you were talking about Coach Atterbury's style being some similar things that you gentlemen have done in the past. He does not get that from his days at Fawcett. That was a mistake on my part.
That's right, Steve. I corrected you at Civic Arena on that.
I wanted to.
We talked about sometimes I got to correct Coach Davis. And now I had to correct you one time.
Yes.
He is running the North Platte style. That is most definitely not the Mid Buchanan style. That is the North Platte girls style, 100%. No, Coach did a great job as a first year, and he has, obviously, we say that jokingly, he's added his few wrinkles that he puts into, and has done a great job doing that. But the things that the North Platte girls are capable of doing are sound. You're not going to out-gimmick. You're not going to gimmick Skyline. You're not going to go triangle and 2. You're not going to go box and 1 or any of that stuff. It's not going to work against them. You have to play it, as Coach Davis has talked about. You had to be sound against them. We have those sound fundamentals in our girls as well. They're capable of doing it, and we're going to find out here in the next couple minutes if we're going to make a run or not.
And Coach Atterbury matches this team. Coach, whatever that you have, you want to start with two things. Are they a good person, and are they going to work hard? Coach Atterbury's great individual, great human, as you know, working with him, Steve.
Oh, definitely.
And he's going to be the most prepared guy there is. He's a hard worker, and that definitely fits, the style of this team as well. And that's why they're in this spot. Both kids, coaches, staff. So that's why they're here as we get ready to start the second half here in Urbana, Missouri. Skyline versus North Platte, Class 2 quarterfinal to go to state. Number 1 Skyline versus number 5 North Platte. Skyline has the ball going left to right on your radio dial as they kick it in here to Autumn Baldwin. 3 from the right corner, no good, and another rebound from Cameron Kirsten as North Platte secures. And that's what can help, is if we can keep their press away without having any dead balls, making sure we rebound. Scala, right wing pass to Kirsten, no good. Rebound to Board under the basket, blocked by Cheek. Ball out of bounds, but it's going to remain with Skyline. Nice tip away by DeBoard. Good competitiveness from the 5'5 guard to fight with Cheek for that rebound. So Skyline has it, 7:30 to go, third quarter. Knocked away, the little press from North Platte, knocked away by Scala. She has it left wing, skip pass, open 3 to Board. It's up, down!
Got it, nice.
Great start from North Platte, 30-18. North Platte pressure of their own. Scala pressure against Red. She breaks the press, little pull up, quick shot that rattles out. Rebound Scala. She's going to head the other way. Baseball pass ahead to DeBoard. No call on a collision. And Skyline controls. Cheek the other way. 4-on-1. Garrett, kick out pass. Baldwin, 3, no good. Great job by Scala to hold off the break and gets a rebound as North Platte has it. So little lucky there that turnover and no call didn't cost us. Left wing now, North Platte controls. Kirsten has it, guarded by Barb. Skip pass to Ramsey. She has it right wing, guarded by Cheek. Entry pass to the post. Allison Smith, left hand up, no good. Rebound, Skyline. Other way, 6:30 to go. As Cheek controls.
Yeah, good controlled start for North Platte, but you got to just say, wow, what a play by Garrett to make that on that long pass, save 2 points. That would have been big bucket for the Panthers. But Skyline curls in the middle. Ball comes off. Rebound again to Kirsten, hopefully. Ball goes out of bounds. Skyline's going to keep. Good defensive possessions by North Platte. We got to control the rebound to get us back in the ball game.
6:11 to go. 30-18 Skyline, third quarter. Going to be Skyline's ball in the half court. Cheek inbounds to the All-Stater Garrett. Both girls likely to be 3-time All-Staters here. Through this season, good ball players. Ramsey, great job keeping it out of Cheek's right hand. She gets it to Garrett. Ball screen from Barb. Atterbury wants a illegal screen from Barb. Now they get her to the post on the throwback, and she gets it left hand up and in. 32-18 Skyline advantage. Inbound to Smith. Double team comes. She dribbles up the sidelines, and this time she'll get the foul from Barb, and it'll be North Platte's ball in the half court. 5:47 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, the Panthers came out, I think, in a good spot. They just need to take care of the ball a little bit better, get get it down the court. They that three-pointer by Bree Board really, I think, should light a spark on them. We'll see if they can keep it going here as we progress.
Tough inbounds, good pressure from Skyline. It's going to be a steal, and they will control the other way. So it'll be Kenzie Cheek. It's going to be a little set play here from Skyline. She gets it right wing to Garrett. Going to be the same play on the other side. Ball screen from Garrett. Going to be a foul on the jump shooter. She did. She got her, and that'll send the All-Stater Garrett to the line.
Yeah, those are the tough shots we want to force. That's a 17-footer over the top. But unfortunately, we did hit her elbow, and she's going to go to the line, whereas we talked about before, she's 80%. Definitely not where we want to put her.
Foul trouble going to be a story here for North Platte as the game progresses. I believe that's 3 now on Brianna DeBoard, 3 on Lenny Ramsey, and 3 on Allison Smith. All 3 first-team all-conference players for North Platte. Garrett to the line, up and good. Second one on the way, and it is good as well. So 34-18, Skyline with 5:30 to go, third quarter. Smith has it against the double team. They're able to break it. Maybe a little 3-on-2 opportunity. DeBoard, pull up 3. No good. Back rim. Fight for it. Sheet comes up with it. Break the other way. 3-on-1 from Skyline. Garrett to Red. Layup. Good. Skyline 36-18 advantage. Good break. Good control the other way. North Platte got to make sure to rotate back. Now Bree double team. She's able to get out of it. Good job. Drive from Smith. Up. Good. And 1. Needed. That could have been a tough call, block charge either way, but the call goes North Platte's favor as Allison Smith gets the left-hand layup to go, and she goes to the line for one more.
Yeah, that was a good break right there. That could have gone the other way, but spot North Platte said we do have to take chances, and a good drive by Allison Smith to get opportunity for three-point play. Free throw is off. Skyline's going to bring it back with Garrett.
Yeah, the Panthers, I like that little bit of a pickup after they had some of the miscues, but Skyline's just tough. They are tough. But a nice rebound by Kirsten.
No free throw for Smith. Missed shot by Skyline. Panthers control. Deep 3 again from Griswold. It looked good online. Just misses. No board there, and it'll be Skyline's ball. Allison Smith with a steal, though, on the outlet pass. She's got DeBoard in her 2-on-1. Smith to DeBoard to Smith. Good hustle back by Skyline, and they're going to get a tie-up. North Platte a little close together there on that 2-on-1, but they'll retain possession. With 4:33 to go, third quarter, Skyline leads 36-20. North Platte not letting the game get away from them. They're able to maintain. We're going to need to get some shots to go to try to cut into this lead. Traditional out-of-bounds play here from North Platte that they've run for the last 25 years. They get it into Ramsey at the top. Entry pass from Griswold doesn't get there, and a steal from Skyline. Kenzie Cheek guarded by Ramsey the other way. Looks like man-to-man from North Platte. Garrett, she kicks it left baseline to Red. Kenzie Cheek, right drive. Good help from Kirsten. Tough layup, and it's good. Kenzie Cheek finds her patented right-hand drive, and that's her 8th point of the ball game. 38-20, Skyline. North Platte quickly the other way. Not as much pressure that time from Skyline as North Platte's able to get it across, but they're having trouble, more trouble now in the half court as we have a turnover and another steal from Skyline. Ashlyn Garrett has it right wing, guarded by DeBoard. She's going to drive, and we're going to have a blocking foul on DeBoard. That's going to be her 4th, and she's going to come to the bench. Atterbury, as we talked about with Smith earlier on, he's putting all his chips on the table right now. Mr. Matt.
Well, he's going to take DeBoard out. I'm going to guess she may be back before the end of the third quarter, even with 4 fouls here. As we're reaching a breaking point here, we do have to make a run here soon.
Inbound from Skyline. Baldwin has it left wing. She kicks it out to Garrett. 3, no good. And it's going to be no.
I don't know about that.
See if we get any.
He needs some help.
That may get over.
That should be North Platte ball.
And
that was
it's not going to be.
Oh, my.
And Skyline will retain possession with 3:39 to go, third quarter. North Platte to the 1-3-1 on the out of bounds. Garrett has it right wing to Red. Red skip pass to Baldwin left wing. Baldwin's played a nice ball game here for Skyline. Penetrate kick from Garrett. Good tie up by North Platte. No travel, but she's able to kick it back out. Cheek has it. Has it top of the key now. Left wing to Baldwin. Baldwin left-hand drive against the 1-3-1. Good contain here from the North Platte defense, but down 18, probably going to have to create a turnover against it soon. Good patience from Skyline. Little double team on Baldwin, left wing. She kicks it to the baseline. Controlled now back up top. Baldwin has, now Red has it. up the top and definitely waiting here for the perfect shot. Maybe the perfect shot is from 3-point range from Garrett, but it's not. Skyline has struggled from 3 to get anything to go, and they missed one there from Garrett. Rebound, Allison Smith, and she's fouled coming the other way.
Yeah, tough possession there. They didn't score, but they took another minute off the clock probably, and so 2:47 left in the quarter. North Platte down to 18. We need some baskets pretty quickly here. I'm afraid we're going to see a lot of stall game when we get in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're almost going into it. It looked like a little bit here in the third quarter. You did.
I think she's going to make this one. We'll see.
She has not missed a free throw. She has not missed a free throw ever.
She
still has not.
She did make it. The jinx did not work again. Skyline does take a 20-point lead at this point.
40
North Platte needs a basket.
40-20 Skyline with 2:30 to go here. Third quarter. Allison Smith with the dribble, still full court pressure from Skyline. Good control that time as they get it to Ramsey in the middle. Right-hand drive from Ramsey. She goes up against Cheek. No good. Block, but the foul that we're seeing a lot of. That's two athletes trying to do the exact same thing. Ramsey and Cheeks have been a great matchup all day. It sends Lenny Ramsey to the line.
Yeah, that is the fourth foul on Skyline. Ramsey to the line, hits the first. The Panthers need to find a way to, being down now 19, just find a way to get some things to turn their way. It's been difficult. It's been hard, but they can do it.
Ramsey hits the first, misses the second. Rebound Skyline as they go into it. North Platte in back to man. And it's going to be to Garrett. Nope, I got it. It's going to be the 1-3. Nope, we're in a little bit of
we're
a
1-3-1.
I don't think we're in anything, and it's going to be a little layup. That's no good. And a rebound to Addison Scala going the other way. Scala left-hand dribble. Pressure now back to the middle, behind her back, pass to Allison Smith, who has it left wing. Now she dribbles middle, spin move, going to be ripped away by Garrett. Garrett has it, and Skyline controls. Going to be man. As Atterbury trying to switch the defense back to man here. Ashlyn Garrett, left wing, guarded by Scala. Control dribble, and we'll see if Skyline does here what they did at the end of the second quarter as they control the ball about 10 feet away from the timeline to get either the perfect shot or the last shot. A little hand check called on Scala. That'll be North Platte's fourth team foul, so one more before the bonus. Both teams with 4 here. In the fourth quarter, 1:33 to go, third quarter. 1:33 to go, third quarter. Skyline leads 40-21.
Honestly, sitting here, kind of struggling with how North Platte could guard this. Their guards are so quick, you cannot foul them. But they do go ahead and shoot up a 3. Smith gets the rebound, so that was a break there. They did not go to the stall the last minute 30 like it looked like they were going to.
I'm not sure Coach enjoyed the 3. North Platte did enjoy it though, as Kirsten has it. Entry pass to Ramsey, and she gets fouled. So Ramsey, the All-State player from North Platte, everything, one of the best players in all sports KCI history, All-State, Mizzou commit in softball, the defending 100, 200, and 400 champion in track. She tries to get on track here in the third quarter, and she finds the first free throw to go here. 1:15 to go, third quarter. Skyline leads 40-22.
I will say one thing about Lenny Ramsey. When she puts that shot up, there's no touch on it. It's fired right in there like shot out of a gun or something.
That's going to be a foul on Allison Smith. She might have took the brunt of it. Could have called an elbow on Garrett. Didn't. Smith to struggle down. She's down here. Coach getting her on to check on Allison.
That's
she kind of took one right to the bread basket, and hopefully it's nothing serious here for Allison Smith. She's one of the toughest.
Yeah, she's reaching up for her head a little bit, so she may have gotten some of that. Panthers are going to go to the bench over there and talk to Coach Atterbury. It looked like she maybe ended up with the. Of course, it was really Allison's back was to us, so it was hard to see where that elbow flew and where it contacted her. But I've got to think with her reaching for her head, probably is that in that vicinity somewhere.
Yeah, it's tough play. Foul could have probably gone either way, went against us. The way it goes, Allie's up, walking to the bench, looks to probably be okay. Hopefully, you can get her back in the game here quickly.
Yeah,
go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say she's got 3 fouls. She's played a clean game since picking up that third foul in the second quarter, and need her really for the ball handling. She's able to take care of the ball a little bit. course, the other Panthers on the team need to do the same.
Going to send Ashlyn Garrett to the line. Free throw up and in again for Garrett. Good ball player. She's got 13 on the day. The vast majority of those from the free throw line. Second one on the way from Garrett. It's up and rattles around and good. And Skyline now leads 42-22. 1:10 to go, third quarter. Still full court pressure from Skyline. Pressure still effective, and that's going to be another turnover from North Platte. Double team, still getting it in.
Once again, where the ball came inbounded to was the issue there. We inbounded the ball in the corner and got ourselves into trouble.
So,
getting some text coming in here, some opinions from all over, but North Platte here in the 1-3-1. I know going to be a little bit of man. We'll switch back. Right wing here from Skyline, dribble by Red, kick out to Baldwin, and this time it does look like they're going to hold for the last shot as Kevin Cheek pointing out half court. Now settled down. Baldwin has it guarded by Scala. They get it to Ashlyn Garrett. She's in the circle. Pressure from Ramsey, and they're in their victory play that they'll run to try to kill clock here at the end of the quarter. It's Sadie Red. She now has it to Ashlyn Garrett. Double team from North Platte trying to create a turnover. Good pressure, but the Skyline ball handling, they average 9 turnovers on the year, which is excellent for an NBA team, unheard of for a girls basketball team at the high school level, doing a good job controlling it. 10 seconds to go. It's going to be a 17-footer. No good from Sage Red. North Platte gets the rebound with 4 seconds to go. Going to be a steal, and Baldwin from half court, no good. And that ends the third quarter. So after 3, Skyline leads 42-22 here in the Class 2 quarterfinal.
Yeah, we didn't get the run we wanted in the third quarter. It's going to be quite difficult now to come back. Not impossible, but it'd be tough. Skyline's going to start with the ball. Obviously, it has to start with us getting defensive stops each and every time they score. We probably can't give up more than 4 or 5 points this quarter to have a chance. The chance is still there. Defensively, we've got to take care of things, and then obviously against the press, we're still having a few too many turnovers against pressure to be able to get the scoring that we need.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle. You've got 8 minutes to really make up a 20-point deficit. You guys talked about a 10-point deficit going into the fourth quarter. Well, it's going to be double that, and that's they're going to have to play super spectacular, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious basketball, I guess is maybe another way to put it. Yeah, it's a tough mountain to climb, and see what they've got, and they have proven really against that game against Nottoway Valley. I was really I didn't know if they had it. Of course, it was a little bit closer than the 20 points they're looking at down today, but you never know. You never know. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, like we talked about throughout the broadcast, this team's going to fight. You have great senior athletes with great character here. They're competitors. They're going to give you all you got. Skyline does get the ball to control the start of the fourth quarter, and we'll see if they try to hold right from the get-go here. It's certainly possible. Not going to be the case as Garrett takes a 15-footer on the baseline, no good, but rebound to Skyline as they reset. A call from Coach Cheek on the sideline. Looks like circle is the play. North Platte trying to double. They're in man, but trying to get doubled from anything out top to create a scramble situation. And then finally, a 3 goes down from Skyline. They haven't hit much today from the floor, but Baldwin gets one to go there as they extend their lead to 45-22. Good job handling the press from North Platte there. They get it to Kirsten across the timeline, now into the corner to Scala. Scala dribbles back up, top of the key, Ramsey. Ramsey to Scala, right wing, skip pass to Kirsten, 15-footer. Guarded by Barb, decides not to take it. She kicks it back out to DeBoard. DeBoard reverse now to Ramsey. Ramsey looks, reverse pass to Kirsten. Good ball moved by the Panthers, and they find Allison Smith in the post. Quick double team from Skyline. She decides to dribble back out and going to have a little pressure, and she finds Addison Scala away. 6:45 to go, fourth quarter. Scala's going to launch from 3. Bank still closed, but a rebound from DeBoard. DeBoard has 2 hands on it, and going to be tipped away by Garrett. It's going to be a jump ball, and North Platte retains possession. 6:36 to go, fourth quarter. Skyline leads 45-22.
Yeah, Garrett's everywhere on the court, not just at the offensive end. just been a terror for us defensively. And she comes away with another steal, and it's going to be another layup for Garrett here as I speak. And
Skyline's proven to be what they have lived up to the billing today. Doing a great job. Allison Smith runs across. She goes and attacks the basket. Tough call, and she is going to get the call there with a foul on Jalen Barb of Skyline, and Allison Smith will go to the line for the Panthers to shoot 2.
Yeah, the Panthers, that was just kind of indicative on that inbound where it was kind of over Bree's head. She didn't handle it. Not her fault, but Skyline picks it up, lays it up for a basket. This is just kind of the way the game has gone. Any breaks, if you want to call it that way, but it's gone the way of Skyline. That's why they're the number 1 team. They're very formidable, and the Panthers have just not had too many things break their way. Like you said, it's not going to just be
on the rebound. We'll see what we can do with the offensive end here.
Little less.
Ramsey goes to the basket, and Ramsey's going back to the line. You know what? We haven't mentioned only in passing, but a big part of the game has been Skyline has barely missed from the line, and we have really struggled from the line. And is that completely the difference in the game? Probably not. But a little bit more even performance between the two teams at the free throw line. We'd probably be down 8 or 10 right now.
Yeah, if they would have hit him, you might have a difference of about 7 to 8 points. I'm guessing. Would have made the game a little bit closer, but you're still down double digits, even if they would have hit a little bit better from the free throw line.
North Platte still attacking the basket as Ramsey is able to draw a foul and then does connect on both free throws for North Platte. So 47-24. The Lady Tigers of Skyline lead here in the Class 2 quarterfinal. A little backcourt pressure from North Platte that creates a little turnover from Skyline. It'll be North Platte basketball under their basket. Skyline will pressure here, so you get an extra possession here from North Platte. Inbound to Kylie Griswold, senior for North Platte, as she goes across the timeline. Right-hand dribble, guarded by Red. She kicks right wing to Ramsey. She finds Kirsten. 3 from Kirsten, no good. Ball out of bounds, will be controlled by Skyline. 4:57 to go, fourth quarter. Full court pressure here from North Platte. Going to be their little diamond press as they try to create a lot of pressure to get a lot of turnovers here quickly. Skyline handles it as they come across the timeline. It's Sage Red. She has it right corner. Little trap from Kirsten and DeBoard. Ineffective as they find Baldwin on the left baseline, and she's going to be fouled by Allison Smith. That's either 4 or 5 on Smith. I thought it was 5, but they only have 3 on the scoreboard, so maybe it's only Smith's 4th foul here.
No, yeah,
for North Platte.
She's done really well with having the 3 fouls, like I said, in the second quarter, and that was her first one she's picked up here in the second half.
Yeah, she did have 3 in the first half. Something got changed in there at some point. I don't know if they reported it wrong at one point. At one point, they reported her for 3 in the first half, and it went back to 2. So there must have been some kind of scoreboard correction.
1-3-1 here from North Platte as they try to get the traps and the long pass and turnover. They got one from DeBoard and Griswold, and it forces a timeout by Kevin Cheek's Skyline. Be a 30-second timeout, 4:31 to go, fourth quarter, 47-24. And like I said, ball game, scoreboard and time getting into be a pretty rough spot here from North Platte, but a ton of effort, battling here to the end, Steve.
Yeah, they have given it. Could they have played a better game? Yeah, they could have. But what they've given so far and the way that they're not letting down here, they're fighting all the way.
All right, guys, I've got a basketball pet peeve I'm going to bring up right now.
Certainly, go right ahead.
Okay, I'm looking at the scoreboard.
Oh yeah.
And they have the timeout amount coming down the scoreboard. I have no idea how much time's left in the game because I can't remember. That was always a major frustration for me as a coach. 4:31 we now see. That was a frustration as a coach.
Yeah.
My plea to all schools out there, do not put the timeout remaining on the scoreboard because none of the coaches can then remember how much time's left in the game when you're standing there in the huddle.
Well, there's a good chance the Johnson family is listening to the broadcast.
I was going to say.
We force Sarah Johnson to use like a stopwatch on our timeout, so that does not happen at our place. So you can always know, especially in these key situations and key games, how much time is left. So shout out to Sarah Johnson, one of the best scoreboard keepers in the state of Missouri. Skyline inbounds the ball. They get a nice little dribble drive entry, and Ashlyn Garrett puts in a basket. That's her 18th point of the ball game. She's reached her season average. North Platte brings it the other way. Good pressure again by Garrett. Going to create a turnover. It'll be Skyline's basketball. They lead 49-24 to go. 4:02 to go, fourth quarter.
I was going to say, the tip of the cap to Sarah Johnson. I mean, my goodness, she She does that quite well. She has as much grief that I give her and Betsy and Cameo on the table. Appreciate all those ladies and the hard work that they do, and they make the games a lot better at North Platte.
Skyline ball inbound to Red. She finds cousin, sister. There's 3 Reds out here on the floor for Skyline. They find a connection and gets a layup from Sage Red, I believe. And it's going to be a 51-24 Skyline advantage.
Yeah, North Platte comes back the other way to board against Garrett. You know, when you watch Garrett, she's a classic Southwest Missouri girls basketball guard. As far as the skill level, athleticism, it's all there. Very difficult to go against. You know, when I first started coaching the girls back in 2008, I really made it a point to come down to Southwest Missouri. And those that are listening that know, the North Platte girls have come to Branson in the summertime every year since 20 years almost now. And a lot of that started is to come down and play against guards of that caliber. And that's really prepared our teams well, our girls over the years, to see that caliber of player. Kind of Southwest Missouri is kind of the girls' basketball capital of the state, at least in small schools in many ways. And this Skyline team is outstanding. But the girls have done a good job. We missed the second free throw, down 51-24. We've done a good job fighting. The overall fundamentals have been very difficult to overcome at Skyline.
Ramsey still attacking, was able to draw that foul, misses both free throws. Skyline quickly the other way, but missed layup. Rebound to North Platte. Smith quickly the other way, layup no good. Takes a swing at the offensive rebound, doesn't get it, but no foul call, so no harm, no foul. Skyline quickly the other way, shot no good, but rebound to Garrett. And Coach Cheek looks like he wants to hold the ball here with 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Skyline controls 51-24, 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Kinsey Cheek has it. She has it top of the key, handoff to Baldwin. Baldwin's guarded by Smith into the formation we've seen at the end of the second, third, and fourth quarters to control action. Cheek has it again, a little stall game. Ramsey has it, Ramsey guarding her. Nice time to mention that North Platte, huge advocates and proponents of the shot clock in the state of Missouri that has not been put into play. Is it a factor in the wins and losses of this game? No, but it keeps the game moving and keeps the game
more
going.
aesthetically pleasing style of game.
Right.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Now, is it an absolute talent that they have to hold the ball here? Something something most any team cannot do? Yes, and this is part of the game. This is what you can do. This is part of it, but there's a different way that basketball can be played if Missouri wants to join the other 50 states in the union to play basketball that way.
You mean 49?
So we can continue to play.
Unless you're considering the District of Columbia. But
As we're waiting for them to dribble around some more here for the next 2 minutes, Coach Davis, I'm going to ask you if you know the college team that was a national champion in the 1880s that ran this exact same delay game before the NCAA had a shot clock.
Princeton?
National champion.
Villanova?
In the 80s. Nope.
there's a steal.
That's what I got. Steal from Ramsey on the delay, and that'll give me
I'll
time
give
to back
the
out of the answer.
The answer is Georgetown. John Thompson ran
I was
this
gonna say.
exact same delay in some of his national title runs in the 1980s.
I'm not even a basketball guy, and I would have guessed Georgetown, but that's because I watched them back in the 80s.
We're at the point of the game. Coach Atterbury's calling for a foul. He's going to try to get all the seniors on the floor here. And the referee's going to help us out with an over and back call, probably a phantom over and back call where Coach Atterbury is going to put all 5 seniors on the floor here to either end their career or get them all out, I'm assuming, at the same time. So great basketball career. They've won a lot of games. On the floor right now for the Panthers, Brianna DeBoard, Kylie Griswold, Lindsay Ramsey, Cameron Kirsten, and Marissa Wortham. With 1:30 to go, these girls have been an absolute delight to coach, to have in the classroom, to have walk our hallways and play all the sports we have, including the game of basketball. So as they finish out their careers here at Skyline, I hope they're very proud of what they've done. Obviously, this is, the outcome that they wanted a little more of, or something to be a little different, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. They have fought here all the way through, as we're going to have a timeout by Coach Cheek, Mr. Matt.
Yeah, looking at, our senior girls have won 88 games since they started playing varsity. Many of them played at least a fair amount as freshmen 3 years ago. So they've been a part of 88 varsity wins, which rivals some of the great classes we've had at North Platte over the years. So a great 4-year run for these girls will end today in a quarterfinal round. Nothing to be ashamed of. A great effort, great season for the girls that's ran into, frankly, the best team in the state today.
And Coach Atterbury is going to leave these 5 on the floor. So these 5 are going to go out fighting. All 5 substitute here for Skyline. They will go on to the state semifinals, and they will face, I don't know if they see Tipton in the semis or not, but Skyline and Tipton, the two teams that are the class of the field here in Class 2. North Platte giving their best effort here in the pressure, playing to the end. Skyline controlling the ball. We'll see if Coach Atterbury's told them no steal or not. It's very possible against the JV here from Skyline. Jenna Hunt has it in the victory formation for Skyline. She has it left wing, 11 seconds on the clock. As it ticks down, no fouls from the Panthers. Great season for North Platte. They will finish the year 25-5. Great career from the North Platte seniors as Klein runs out. Skyline wins the Class 2 quarterfinal 51-24 as the handshakes go through. Panthers have a lot to be proud of. They've had a great weekend down here in Southwest Missouri. They got to spend the night last week and kind of have a great experience. I know Coach Atterbury did a lot of team bonding stuff last night and team awards with the girls. I know they had a lot of fun with that. Girls got to have shoot around this morning at Southwest Baptist and played in an excellent atmosphere here today. This gym is packed to the brim. Tons of excitement, tons of tough place to play. A great showing by the North Platte faithful, parents, community members, students here to support the Panthers. They filled their section. A lot to be proud of as an administrator here for North Platte. I feel like we've represented our community well. We certainly have the girls who've represented our community well. Obviously, you're wanting to win these games, but always going to be a tough one to come down here and get the victory. But North Platte certainly represented themselves well all the way through here today, Mr. Matt.
They did. A great season. 25 wins. Like we said, 88 wins over the last 4 years. That's 22 wins per year for these girls at the varsity level. A great career, great season, great first season for Coach Atterbury as a coach this year. Just ran into just a juggernaut. Skyline was as advertised. People think about them offensively, but their defense is fantastic. I don't know if they're the best team in the state, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to take one whale of a team to beat these girls next weekend.
Yeah, that's the thing with Skyline. Tip of the cap to them. They were, the state champions last year. They look like they haven't really lost much of a step. We'll see, like you were talking about, Mr. Davis with Tipton. See if they do meet up here in a couple of days or so for the state championship. But to go back to the Lady Panthers, they have been an absolute joy to either announce the games that I had the privilege of doing or to watch them play. And I consider this an absolute honor to be able to come out here today. Although the score doesn't end the way we'd like it to end up, it certainly was, I consider it a privilege to be able to come and watch them play their final high school game. And certainly we wish all of those seniors nothing but the best as they move on. Some of them will be playing softball. Lenny and Cam will be doing that. But all of the seniors as they move on to their life after North Platte, gosh, I don't normally say it, but I will miss them. I think I will truly miss them. I know, and it's just getting to know them, getting to know their families. They were outstanding these last 4 years. Hats off to all the seniors and wish them nothing but the best. Gosh, and some of them, I'll get to follow a little bit along the way. But certainly it's bittersweet because we won't get a chance to see them, perform anymore on the high school basketball court or on the softball field. But that's the way it goes, right?
That's the nature of things. They'll be on to the next things in their lives, and they'll do well at that as well.
Agreed.
I got to get over to do some crowd control over here, make sure we all exit safely. But thanks for letting me come on, Steve. I enjoyed it, and it was fun to fun to come down here. And I'm glad you came and provided an outlet for our fans that weren't able to get down here, as there's no streaming available.
Yeah, no, I consider that an honor, and thank you, Mr. Matt, for your time today. Mr. Davis, what are our parting thoughts here as we wrap this one up?
Well, we said it at the top that, not only are North Platte playing, the best team in the state of Missouri or one of with them in Tipton, but this is kind of an all-time year here in Class 2. They're both Tipton and Skyline. It's not just their state championship caliber level teams. They are, teams of the decade at Class 2. And, we knew what we were up against in that. You're not just playing a number one team in the state. You're playing maybe the best team you're going to see in 10 years, or maybe the best team 15. The Skyline faithful know that too. They have tons of state championship banners hanging around here, and then this one may be, if not the strongest, one of the strongest that they have had as well. So, if you're listening to this stream and you're still on here, the quality of kids that we have. What they do, and you've seen them all sports, and we are extremely proud of them. They knew they were up against a tall challenge. They knew there's a little bit of they're David and they have a slingshot. They shot their rock. It just didn't connect today, but extremely proud of them. They know the quality of team that they are. The Class 3, quarterfinal that's going on today is Lone Jack and Mid Buchanan. North Platte has gotten 3 wins against those teams today. One of those teams is going to go to state. I think that kind of speaks to, nothing against those teams. Those are 2 very quality teams as well. But
Agreed.
I think that speaks to the quality of this North Platte team, that, they are on that level to go to state in Class 3, and just kind of how tough Class 2 is this year. And, again, nothing to hang your head about. As I'm going to sign off here as well. I've been very fortunate to coach this team and be around them, and very happy to hand this over to Coach Atterbury, who's done an amazing job and is the right person to lead the program into the future. And, looking forward to the next upcoming years, as, there's plenty of talent coming, especially at that freshman, sophomore, junior level here for North Platte. And, hope to put ourselves back in this position next year, but also very, proud of the seniors, and proud of the kids that they are, and proud of the fight that they put up today, knowing that it was always going to be a tough task, but put their best foot forward.
It was a tall ask, but that's just kind of the way it ends up.
Steve, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to make sure we're good down here.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. And baseball, we'll see you then. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Yeah, that's kind of Mr. Matt and Mr. Davis's thoughts here as we wrap this one up. Panthers had a tall mountain to climb, and they do end up on the short end of it. Certainly appreciate all of what Coach Atterbury, I think Mr. Matt and Mr. Davis have them, gave him a little bit of trouble when we were over at the Lawson football game about the standard they were going to hold him to this year. And I think he surpassed it. Wonderful job by Mr. Atterbury. Nothing but admiration for really what North Platte's been able to do the last couple of years. And they have nothing to hang their head about. As they move on, the seniors anyway, moving on to their next adventures, and then all the ladies that will be back next year. We look forward to both basketball teams being very competitive, as Braden Kemper getting the boys revved up and ready to go again next year. So for Carl Matt and for Ryan Davis, I'm Steve Boydston. I'm going to be signing off, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Final score again here today. The North Platte Panthers come up short. Final score, Skyline 51, North Platte 24. Thanks for tuning in to the North Platte Sports Radio Network. We appreciate you joining us today. And until next time, which will be baseball. We'll have baseball starting up here in a couple of weeks. The North Platte tournament will be starting, so tune in to North Platte Sports Radio. We're probably sticking with YouTube. We'll see if we can't get the stream going. So thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Until next time, so long and good night, everyone.
Oh, oui. Pardon, oui. That's all, folks.
This is North Platte Sports Radio.